Visitors to western and central Burke County are immediately struck by the unusual, picturesque mountainscape that looms behind the quaint communities and bustling towns. The broad skyline is really a series of narrow ridges that separate the wild Linville Gorge from the fertile Catawba Valley. If you are a nature lover who is new to our area, these ridge mountains are a must-see attraction that will stir your senses and leave you breathless. If you have lived for years in the shadow of Table Rock, Hawksbill, and the Chimneys, and still not visited these scenic wonders, you owe it to yourself to experience the amazing sights that border the gorge, the Grand Canyon of North Carolina. Hi, this is Nakanya Godwin at the top of Table Rock. During this segment of Discover Burke County, we're going to take a closer look at this incredible landmark. As we began our exploration of the Burke County skyline, we journeyed northwest from Morganton on Highway 181 into the Pisgah National Forest. About 35 minutes into our travels, we turned left onto Ginger Cake Road. In about a half mile, we veered left on Table Rock Road and continued another 7 or so miles to our destination. The road is graveled and winding. If the weather has been dry for several days, your car will be coated with fine white dust by the time you reach the parking lot. A safe speed on this road is about 20 miles per hour. Be careful, because vehicles headed down the mountain may come up on you suddenly, and the road is quite narrow in spots. About half a mile from the trailhead parking lot, the road surprisingly is paved. When you reach the top, you'll find a nice asphalt parking lot with plenty of spaces. At the north end of the parking lot is the trail that leads to Table Rock. It's about 1 mile to the summit from this point. The Table Rock Trail is part of the Mountain to Sea Trail, a national trail that stretches from the peaks of western North Carolina to the Atlantic Ocean. This segment of the trail is mostly moderate, though there are some difficult steps to make toward the top. We encourage you to take a few breaks along the way and enjoy the scenery. Catch your breath, then keep going. The trail is interestingly sandy as much as rocky. This is due to worn ancient quartzite that has washed from higher points above. Table Rock is roughly 4,000 feet high. When you get to the top, you'll be surprised to find that it's actually very narrow, at most maybe 50 or 60 feet wide, and much narrower in parts. The terrain is rocky and irregular, with weathered boulders and only the hardiest vegetation. Along with its nearby neighbor, Hawksbill Mountain, Table Rock is one of the most popular rock climbing destinations in the Southeast. It's certainly one of the best vantage points to view the other famous peaks of North Carolina. You'll enjoy a panoramic 360-degree view, including the Linville Gorge, Hawksbill Mountain, Grandfather Mountain, the Catawba Valley, Lake James, Shortoff Mountain, the Chimneys, the South Mountains, the Black Mountain Range with Mount Mitchell, and much more. Suffice it to say, if you love great scenery, the climb to the top of Table Rock is well worth the effort. You'll want to find a resting place and sit in awe at the majesty before you. At this point, we'd like to share a few tips from our experience at Table Rock. Bring something to drink and some snacks. Water in a canteen was an excellent refresher once we reach the top, and you'll be surprised how fast you can burn off your breakfast during the climb. Bring sunscreen and a hat. Once you're at the top, you'll want to stay a bit and enjoy the scenery. There's no shelter from the sun at the top. A hiking stick comes in handy. I found it helps even more on the way down than going up. My stick was useful for moving briars away from my legs, and it provides extra stability when coming down the trail. Wear comfortable shoes. Blisters make for an uncomfortable hike. If you prefer to hike alone, inform someone about where you are going. Of course, it's best to climb the mountain in pairs or in a group. Please watch your children closely. There are no railings. Bring your camera or video device if you love to take pictures. there are endless opportunities for beautiful shots. There's much to delight the visitor to Table Rock besides just scenery. The sandy soil from the quartzite erosion has very little nutrients, therefore, plants on the mountain are unusually and stoutly braced to battle the high winds that often blow through the gorge. They are a botanist's dream: Allegheny sand myrtle, mountain laurel, blueberry pine, and various sedges making their homes amid the cliffs. If you are making your visit in early September, you may get to witness the inspiring birds of prey migration that takes place in the area. Hawks, eagles, ospreys, peregrine falcons, vultures, and other birds of prey use the Linville Gorge area as a stopping-off point as they move southward toward Mexico. As you descend Table Rock, it's only a short walk along a side trail to Little Table Rock, a large outcropping that extends toward the Linville River about halfway down the trail. You may think you are too tired to visit this area, but it's really only a short and fairly easy distance to the beautiful flat campsites on this sister peak. The views of the gorge and river below, as well as the nearby chimneys, are in many ways superior to those you'll experience at the Table Rock summit. Here's another good tip. Unless you're adventurous and an experienced hiker, don't take the apparent shortcuts on your way up or down the trail. In some areas, the step-offs are precarious and overgrown. A nice thing you can do on your descent is to encourage fellow hikers who are on their way up. They'll want to know how far they are from the top. We gave many distance updates and told them the views are well worth the work to get to the top. We hope you've enjoyed this overview of one of our favorite places to visit in Burke County. If you've liked this video, watch our segment on the incredible and otherworldly Chimneys area, in our opinion, an even more visually stunning hike than the Table Rock Trail. Until next time, have fun as you discover the lovely county we call home.